Hello everyone, I made Tadokoro Megumi's apple Shiroan Dorayaki from Food Wars. First, let's make the Shiroan and apple jam. Soak the white beans overnight. Soaking the beans will soften it and allows you to remove the shell easily. If it doesn't soften up, just like what I have here, use a pressure cooker and cook it for 20 to 30 minutes. Then puree this with a food processor or blender. On a hot pan with low heat, place the white bean puree and add a cup of sugar. Keep stirring this for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Consistency and texture will change while cooking. Then remove from the pan and let it cool to room temperature. Squeeze a lemon for the lemon juice, which we'll use for the jam and apple butter. Peel off the apples. And cut this into small dices. For the ginger, peel off the skin and cut it into thin pieces to extract its flavor, just like in the anime. To make the jam, add in a tablespoon of butter. Melt the butter first, then add the ginger and then the apples. Stir for a minute, then add a half cup of water. Let this simmer for at least 5 minutes. Once the liquid starts to reduce, add a half cup of sugar and let it simmer again for 2 to 3 minutes. Then add another half cup of sugar. This is not in the anime, but I like cinnamon when I eat apple jam, so I added a tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Once it changes into a thicker texture, remove the jam from the pan and place it on a small bowl and let it cool before refrigerating. Peel another apple for the apple butter sauce and Shiroan filling. Cut it in half. For the apple butter sauce, use a microplane to make a semi-puree. This method will make it easier to spread in the dorayaki. To make the apple butter sauce, on a slightly greased pan, add in the grated apple, a tablespoon of honey, a teaspoon of lemon juice. Then once the liquid is gone, turn off the heat and add a tablespoon of butter. Once the cold butter melts, it will also cool down the apple sauce. Dice the other half of the apple for the apple Shiroan filling. Mix the apples and Shiroan together. This dorayaki is different because it uses tofu. Here I have a frozen tofu. Well, I froze it to keep it fresh because I made something with the other half. And here's the result when I pureed it on a blender. Let's make the dorayaki. Crack 3 eggs. A half cup of sugar. 1 tablespoon honey. A half teaspoon of soy sauce. A teaspoon of mirin. Whisk it to incorporate all the ingredients. And add in 150 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder. Add the tofu puree and mix it again to complete the batter. Heat the pan with low fire and added some oil. Use any amount of butter you like for the size of this dorayaki. Once the bubbles form, flip it. Let it cool first before putting the fillings. After letting it cool down, first spread the apple butter sauce. Then the apple Shiroan. And then the apple ginger jam. Then seal it with another pancake. Itadakimasu.
では花火のように舌の上でまろやかな風味が広がり光り炸裂しているリンゴのほのかな酸味が散っては消えていく
口の中に広がった美味しさがそのま